Hi everyone, and welcome to my Facebook Live. It's Angela Palmer here from Stamp with Angela, and today is World Card Making Day. I thought I'd use this opportunity to show you a cool card technique using some patterned paper, and perhaps you can give this a go at home, whether you are making it with me now or watching the replay and going to make it later. So I'd encourage you today to use the opportunity to make some cards and then send them to people. Doesn't always have to be for birthdays and things, but just to show your appreciation for people. So I'll show you what we're going to make, and then we will get started. Just move my camera around the other way. All right, just adjusting it here for the table. Okay, so here we go. So these are the cards that we're going to make. So with what we've got today, you're actually going to end up making 3 cards. So these ones here I've got Christmas, but you can use paper and things for birthdays, thank yous, whatever you like. So I've used 3 paper designs and then cut them a certain way so that they can then be put together to make a puzzle. So if you have a look, for example, at this green piece, it's at the bottom here and at the side, and so putting it all with this one I've actually twisted it around, so they're the 3 puzzle pieces. So with some papers you need to be careful if it goes a particular way, but with other cards there's no right way up. So to make this card you will need to have a trimmer. You will need some cardstock. So I'm using the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper. So I'm going to use different papers this time. So you need 3 pieces of 9.5 by 13.8 Designer Series paper. If you wish, one of them could be an embossed piece just to give a different colour and texture and that kind of thing. So these 2 here are from the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper, and this one here is embossed, and I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but I've also shimmer sprayed it as well, so they're exactly the same size. Then you need a piece of coloured cardstock, which is for matting it, so that's the green around the edge, and then your cardstock base as well. So obviously I didn't write down, but you need 3 of these and 3 of the bases too, and then some scraps and things for your sentiments. So with these cards, I've included, I'll leave that there in case you need to refer to it. I've included, my embossed piece was more the old olive with the soft suede as my matted border. With this one I'm doing it the other way around. This is my embossed piece and this is going to be the matting piece. So 3 of these 3 card bases. Alright, and then you need some either dies or punches to cut out your sentiments, and then ribbon or twine or something, or maybe even some rhinestones or embellishments of some kind, sequins, things like that. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I've got my trimmer. So the important thing when you're cutting is you need to put all 3 pieces together, and you've got to keep them together as you're cutting. So some paper doesn't really have a right way up. To me, that's the right way up. That would look upside down. So I do want to make sure that I keep them the right way up. Now, when you're cutting, this is texture embossed and it is quite thick. So you do need to make sure, because we're cutting a few layers, that we cut all the way through. I'm actually going to put that on the top. And before you move it out, just make sure that you're cutting as well. So I'll leave one of my cards here so you can kind of see the pattern. So what I'm going to do down the bottom is a slight angle. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine, but I'm cutting like that. So keep all 3 pieces together. And I'm going to go a couple of times to make sure, and just because, like I say, it is quite thick with the embossed piece, maybe odd at a time That last one hasn't cut because it's got to go quite far through. That now it's cut. All right, put them back in that same order. Keep them all together. And now I'm going to cut kind of like that. So angles are quite nice. All right, so again, it is quite thick, so just make sure you cut all the layers before you move it out. So I'm gonna, again, that last one. Now it's all cut. Lovely. All right, so move our trimmer away. So if you'll see my puzzle. Okay, so they're like that. I'm gonna just put it to the side a little bit. Okay, so you need some kind of adhesive to put it together. So what I'm going to do, for example, is for the first one, I'm going to take that, put it at the bottom. Then I'm going to put my red one here. And then the third pattern will go like so. Okay, then over here, we'll put that red one there. And it's going to be the green in the same place. Let me think about this. Let's put that there. We want a... what have we got? Well, I've got 3 green. So yeah, that's working. So we've got 3 patterns in each. Now this one should hopefully finish. What have I done? That's there. No, I've turned it around, so phew. Okay, so what I'm doing before I glue anything down is making sure that I've got all the right pieces, then I can adhere them. So I want to have a little border around the edge, so I'm going to start with my bottom piece first. Can you see that okay? So glue, go right to the corners so they don't stick up. So I'm going to put this one, just move those back for the moment. So you want an even edge around. So when I put these, they're going to be touching here. If we work fast enough, we can adjust it slightly. So what I might do is put glue on ready in case I need to move it, because the glue dries quite quickly like that. And like that, I can overlap a fraction if I feel I need to, but just make sure it's all joined up in the middle. Okay, so that's my first one. All right, moving on to my second one. So just got to make sure that you put the adhesive, the glue, on the right side, because it will only fit one way. So those two are going to fit like that. So you can use any papers that you like for this design, whether it's kids or adults or flowers or masculine, whatever you like to make a card. You just need 3 papers that coordinate together. And just, if there is a right way up, just make sure that they that you cut them the right way up. Okay, on to my third card. So you can see by doing it this way, you get 3 different cards all at once, and you're using paper to do all the hard work for you. So if you prefer, you don't have to use a texture embossed piece. You can use 3 different designer series paper. I'll show you another, or patterned paper. I'll show you another one afterwards as well. All right. There we go. Okay, so for these, I've put them on a neutral base. So because of the sort of creamy colour in it, I've gone for a very vanilla base like that. So just adhering that on. And also with these, you won't need to put a piece inside, because you can write straight on the vanilla. So that's one. So you'll see how quick it is to make these cards once you know the pattern. Probably the time-consuming part is the sentiment and adding ribbon or embellishments to it. So I hope this gives you some inspiration on World Card Making Day to have a go and make some cards. And you'll see, even though this is from the same paper packet, the designs look quite different colours. This one's got red in it, the one I showed you at the beginning didn't have any red. So there's our 3 cards, okay? So now we need to finish them with sentiments and ribbon in different ways. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few different options. So this is pre-cut from the Painted Poppies. Got this as well, and obviously you can also use a punch, like the Everyday Label punch, and I'll show some other cards with that too. So thinking about what you want to do, with these cards I use soft suede because lots of brown, so I've got a bit of red in this one, so thought maybe some real red would be nice. So this is a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It comes from the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set. So I could like put that on there with dimensionals and add some ribbon or something. We have the circle one here. I've got Thinking of You at Christmas. We could try that. Like so. And for something different, because this particular paper set comes with the poinsettia die, you could even not put a sentiment on. You could pre-cut this and then put that on and just have your sentiment in the side, or maybe inside, or maybe just a sentiment at the bottom. So this one here, you probably can't tell, is actually cut out of the red felt, but you could cut it out of the red felt paper or just normal real red cardstock, and it's got those pearls on it as well. All right, so let me show you some options for adding ribbon and things. So we've got this sheer red ribbon, which comes with the suite as well. So just finding my scissors, I'll cut a piece off, and I could like put it behind like that maybe, just to add to it. So let's grab a bit of tape to adhere it. This is the new stamping seal. So I'll put a little bit of that on and put it on like so. And then let's grab, I'll try and make them a similar height, and some dimensionals, which are nice and bright and easy to see because I've highlighted them. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Trying to take. So the reason for having them highlighted, if you haven't seen my videos as before, is now you can tell which ones I've taken the backing off, because they're not, if they're highlighted or not, so they're all off. And let's just make it go that way. Look, it doesn't want to. All right, so that adds a little bit of colour to it there. Oops, I've gone and smudged that. So what I will do is re-stamp it, but you could put that on and you could add some sequins and things. So, you know, adding these kind of things to it. And obviously put it on with dimensionals. And like I say, this one here, you could just adhere that with glue or a dimensional, and that could be your focus. If you wanted to, you could put Merry Christmas or something at the top as well. I'll show you another set of cards that I've made with a completely different papers, so you can see how it works. So here we go. So these are blues, purples, silvers and white. So this is another set which is in the catalogue, and I'm just trying to remember what it's called. It's the Snowflake Splendor series, I think. No, it's, sorry, it feels like frost actually. There's the papers I've used here. Feels like frost, these ones, which you can't quite see down here. So they're actually a 6x6, so a bit smaller. But one side is these colours and the other side is the white and silver, so that looks quite nice. So I've done some different things with this one. So you'll see here, each of them is matted on the blue. This one is on a white card, but these ones I've actually matted onto the purple, the Highland Heather, because that looks quite nice, one of the colours with it. And this one here, I've added some sequins with it, and I've made them birthday. They could be Christmas, they could be birthday, even a sympathy one. These ones here, I've added some ribbon to them. So there's lots of different ways that you can make these cards, but basically you have 3 pieces of pattern paper or 2 pieces and a embossed piece. Obviously there's no embossing in this, but this is quite a nice contrast. Or you can, you know, do it like this set, or the first set I had like this. So lots of different options. So why not give it a go? If you make a set of cards, please, yeah, take some photos and share it. It would be great to see. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask as well. And I'm going to do a short little video clip on some of the papers and things, so feel free to watch that as well. So thanks for watching. Enjoy World Card Making Day, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.